Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Time to play Little Fade, boys. I'm always excited when it's time to play Little Fade, I gotta tell you. I look forward to it. I really do. I don't know if there's a character in this game that I feel more enjoyment out of playing than Exile Melting. It feels very good. Starting with Wicked Blaze, ooh buddy, this is a great start. Alright. So we got Explosive Sigil Daedalus, Failure Arcus, Chaste Seraph, Exile Melting, Exile Hellhorned, Entombed Explosive Fortify Wicked Blaze. Let's just take a look, shall we? So it's Chaste Seraph, which is interesting, because Chaste Seraph... so Red-Blue, I think, plays well together, specifically with Spike's Little Fade. I'll take... One of these do I want to take? I'll just take Consumed Crown. Chaste, in theory, beats Little Icarus. I'm still going to pick it if we get it. Yeah, so I'm still going to pick Little Icarus because I think that... I want to see how it actually does in the Chaste, because in theory, right, hypothetically speaking, this Seraph should crush me. However, I think in actuality it's going to be fine. I think we're going to do very well. We don't want to take this trial. We don't have to worry about unit drafts. We aim for like 2 welder helpers and then power out removals. But the idea here is going to be that, you know, Little Fade, we're just going to reform her once Chaste pulls off her spikes, and then it's like nothing ever happened. Basically. Put this explosive up here. And the idea is just... all we have to do now is maximize the amount of spikes that Little Fade picks up through reforming her in these next few combats. If I kill one of these with an imp, she gets 1 more, right? Because it'll go 3, 6... Oh no, she won't get 1 more. This one always dies to the train steward. Never mind. Now the interesting thing about this is starting with Queen's Implings. We have to be super cautious because we don't want them to die and dilute the reform pool. So I'm just going to not play them, basically. It just feels strange to press end turn right now like this, but it's the right play. Because we don't want to dilute the pool. I guess I should have played one imp behind the train steward, so I could have caught that collector actually. If we miss the primitive mold, it's okay. Little Fade kills 4 of these. It's actually, if I give her armor, she'll kill them all. And then she'll burn out as the boss comes up here, but we should hit another reform by then. Yeah. So the way that this plays is pretty simple. We just have to hit certain breakpoints at certain timings. The breakpoints we're aiming to hit are 45 spikes by Daedalus, 105 spikes by Fel, and then 190 by Seraph. Like 17, if I put her in front, she'll clear this 4 and mostly kill the boss. Yeah, 23 spikes puts us halfway to our goal, which is excellent. And we'll get even a little more here if we win, because we win the coin flip. We get her to 25 spikes. 25 spikes out of the first combat is a great sign. Extremely good, very well on pace to do great. If we had seen a molded here, I would have told you that we just win. However, not today. I will skip it. Molting Imp event isn't the worst, but like we shouldn't... Basically, this is the thing about this Spike's Little Fade. If we can plan entirely around this Little Fade. We don't need anything else. We just make the deck consistently able to reform her and then give her armor, and we win. It's like I don't need Molting Imp, I don't need Vent. In fact, they're going to be bad because they're going to take kills away from Little Fade. I will potentially... Yeah, I'm going to go so far as to go left here, because I think that we can pivot or plan so much on Little Fade that we can just open up this shop. We didn't see it. Well, I guess I can roll first, right? I can roll first. We look for holdover here. Yeah, no holdover. It's fine. Double stacking. Actually, double stacking Fortify. It's not bad. Not right now is it good, but down the line, if we don't see something else like Welder Helper. this gets a lot better for us. As a whole, I think it's okay, right? One energy for 10 armor is the rate. That's what you get with March of Shields. But I don't really want to spend the money on it. Let's look at the shops coming up. We got another magic shop coming up. I should just hold the money. I shouldn't put 110 there. I'll put 60 into a removal for a train steward here. And that's fine. That should be plenty. Spikes should be free. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. Guess it makes our imps kill themselves, but I'm not gonna play the imps anyway. It should be a free trial. Consumed Crown was an interesting pickup over Boon of the Blacksmith. I wanted to take it because all of the kills should be funneled into Little Fade. So I want to see how it does. And what we're going to want to pick up for Seraph is probably just a frontliner for Fade. Something to stand in front of her. Wickless, Baron, or Tycoon, most likely. Most likely the options that we'll look for. She clears all of this. A shame when we draw multiple primitive molds, but it should be fine. No, it's not fine. I mean, I'll just wait, right? There's not a great reason not to wait. We put the explosive down, I guess. I guess it's okay to put the explosive down. It doesn't really change anything, right? We just put it up here for when the boss walks up. We hope we hit the fade. Yeah, there it is. Now I do want to potentially not take this damage, although I think I have to take this damage. Unless Little Fade can fight this boss off, I guess is the only way. If I put Fade up here, she'll only get one slay, so it's probably better just to take it here. What if I put an explosive in front of this? First of all, let's look at this, I guess. 31 spikes, 51 damage Fade takes. You'll take 31 minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, so she will die. I think it's still okay. I'm trying to figure out if I can kill here. If I can, it's right to just kill him. So it'll be 4 damage into Fade. She reflects 31. She takes 2 more, and then they're done. That's minus 6. She'll hit him, minus 8, and then he kills her. It's like, I think it might be right to play like Explosive Fade. That's gonna be 150. It's like 180, I think. So I think. Oh wait. I can get 60 and 100 if I play the Fortify, which is 160. It's like, oh, it's super close. I'm gonna play it. 125, 184. There we go. I think that my math pans out to it being 62 and 102, which is 180, 174, but it goes up a little bit because she gets these 2 kills. And yeah, that's strong because we don't take any pyre damage. Yeah, she gains a decent amount of attack, although she doesn't get the slay on the boss. Still good enough, right? She's on pace to be scaling how we would want. No molded is very sad. No welder helper is also very sad. Yeah, no molded, no welder helper. Not what you like to see. Thankfully we started with a targeted reform card. It's okay if we just pay 1 to reform. And I will go over here to look. Remove consume. I'm gonna throw it a -1. Oh, I already threw it a -1. Never mind. I can't like buy anything except for hold over here, so it's just a big waste of time. These 2 magic shops. I'm gonna buy the double stack now. Make this 0 energy, 10 armor. Gets better as time goes on. Plus if there's a ×5 here. Usually it's just pick Stygian, however Stygian's less good in this run. We want something to support Little Fade. Probably the best we can do is from... Awoken has the full heal, which is kind of neat. I don't think I'm going to pick anything from here. Like I don't imagine I take any of these. I'll click Awoken. Yeah, Rail Spike's fine. Oh hey, Shard Channeler is kind of funny with Little Fade, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it is. I'll take that. Didn't even think of Shard Channeler plus spikes, but there you go. It was double Remnant banner too. Remnant, no, only one Hellhorned. Tough. I should have cracked open a Remnant banner probably, however I just went to find holdover. Finding that holdover on the molding, not the molding, but the Wicked Blaze is huge. We just keep searching for it until they show it to us. But yeah, I have no draw priority units in the deck right now. No, I don't want to put an Impling in the death pool, I don't think. I am okay with putting explosives in. Maybe not. So I guess our top 4 is going to be where we're killing Daedalus. It's probably going to be explosive, Shard Channeler, Impling, I suppose. So we'll just set it up. Start throwing fortifies up there. Turn him into a tank, I guess. It's not great, but it's okay. Take our +10, take our 2 kills. As long as we can stay ahead of things, it's okay at least. I'll put an imp up here as well. It's a really weird looking one, right? Like, it's a super weird setup as a whole. This isn't something that should ever have any business having a chance to survive, and yet, I mean, not only does it have a chance to survive, I'm pretty sure we survive. 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's exactly 11. She kills the whole floor, right? Yeah. Didn't think about the bomb up here. I guess I just have to let the explosive go. Well, letting the explosive go feels a little worse than letting a train steward go, actually. The problem is just that the reforms become a 50-50, but we should... basically, I'm just going to reform him and then leave him in, because I have double reforms coming up, right? It should be fine. We have double reform here. So we're good to just pull him back and then let him chill. Fade kills 2, and we're just gonna set up a floor to fight Daedalus with Little Fade. It looks real weird, but it actually doesn't seem that bad. When you get right down to it, it doesn't look that bad. It looks weird, but it doesn't look bad. I mean, I'm just gonna press end turn here, right? There's nothing for me to do. Little Fade is up to 57, and she has 104 attack. Which is good enough to kill Daedalus, I believe. Now, how much respect am I gonna give Daedalus? If I play Fade on the middle floor, I think it's the best way to go about it. I guess I'm opening myself up to a bad draw by putting Little Fade here. Not this one, but next turn if I miss on a reform, it can be pretty tough. 1, 2, we can give you 1, 2, 3, and then that's as good as it gets, I think. Oh no, that's as good as it gets right there. Okay. I mean, I just have to hit a reform. It's like half the deck, right? Yeah, okay. Fine. It's fine. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. It was only the bottom card of the draw, but it's fine. We got it. It's good. Ally of the Ancients is good. Armor cards are going to be good. Steelworker's okay. And there goes the dirt bikes. The windows are closed too. I closed the windows because those guys went by a little earlier. And I figured they'd be back. Doesn't matter, it's still loud enough to trigger the microphone. Alas. Steelworker's probably a better long-term plan than just setting up and armoring up an entombed explosive. I think I may as well grab him. It seems like the smartest choice. Let's see what we're gonna take here as I move the mic a little closer. I'm gonna move the keyboard back and the mic a little closer as well. I'm probably just going to grab... Well, Well, I mean, you know, we all know where this is going, right? We can walk through it. I'm just gonna click space. We can cut to the chase at this point, and by space I mean draw. It's gonna go ahead and cut right to it there. Draw good, and we're gonna look for removals. This deck can power out removals and look pretty strong. We're gonna get rid of the train stewards. We're gonna get rid of the imps, and then we're gonna get rid of the explosives over the course of this one. Yep, that bad boy. Resin block is pretty nice with fade. Yeah, I mean, that's just good, right? I do have a great case for Unbroken Horn. I do float a lot of energy, but still fine. And we're just gonna go all the way. We're at 65 spikes, which means that if this is the combat with the party boys, we just win the game, basically. It isn't, but it's still fine. Should I respect multi-strike here? I don't think I need to. Really? I think I need to respect multi-strike here. I guess it's only bad until Little Fade gets to like her third reform. Maybe I should give them the slightest amount of respect here. Yeah, I'm gonna respect it a little bit. This is floor 4 and floor 7 are where we're the weakest because the jump in enemy health becomes potentially problematic. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put the shard channeler here. I'm just going to bank on hitting the reform, which is reasonable, I would say. The reform for Little Fade, of course, and then it's really nice to have the shard channeler there boosting her. Hey, we got it. Look at that. Now every time we get to reform her here, she just clears it, which is really nice for the scaling. And you can pump a bunch of armor up there. Yeah. You can see that once we get rid of the cards in this deck that don't do anything, we get very, very strong. Because we never have question mark turns, it always hits. We always hit the Little Fade reforms, we always hit the armor cards, and we just scale up like crazy. This Chart Channeler was also really sweet. Like, I gotta say. I didn't even think of it, but it was a pretty cool thing to hit there. I don't need to do anything else. If you get Welder Helper in this, it goes crazy because you just start reforming Welder Helper every turn, and it just gets out of control powerful. Goodbye, Shard Channeler. Thank you for your work. We're gonna leave this floor at the number we want to be at the end of next floor, which is a really good sign. Dude, I never even missed these coin flips, dude. What can I say? I'm just too strong. We're getting pretty crazy with Little Fade. I just can't miss. She can't tank forever, although if I give her armor here, she can. Like, her health is low, her damage output's very high, and you just reform her, and then once we get to boss rounds, we're just gonna put her on the top floor behind... Well, we're gonna, like, reform her on each floor against Seraph, and then we're gonna put her behind Steelworker on the top floor. The problem is that she might burn out. That's the only thing to be concerned about is her burnout. We'll look for an answer to that. Picking up Wickless Recruitment wouldn't be bad. These cards don't help us very much. Neither do these. Neither do these. Could have probably been... It would have been smart to pick up one of the burnout cards earlier. We just go to removals and we keep looking for that holdover. Eventually we reach a point where holdover is no longer good, but until we reach that point, holdover is good. And there you have it. Crack this open. Train Stewards go. Queen Simplings go. The idea now is just to be able to reform Shard Channeler on each floor with Fate as well, so like when she dies and the Shard Channeler dies, we just put them back. We're gonna do that by making a lot of removals. This is the thing about Little Icarus, is she's self-contained. Having a unit with 200 spikes damage every round answers heavies, backline, and bosses for you. This is also a lot of spikes triggers if we get it. If we can scale up quick enough, or if we can just throw her armor on the first turns. This is a lot of spikes. If we pull an armor card off the top, we get a lot out of this. Yeah, we get a lot. So I'm gonna let this go up, because I want to... Maybe I should just play it. So it's gonna be... She's gonna have 6 health, so she'll die at the second one, and we'll take 6 pyro damage. For 2 triggers. That's fine. Yeah, acceptable. I can just put the explosive down. It dilutes the mold pool, though. Is that worth it? Diluting the mold pool for 6 pyre health. At this point, it should be. When the deck looks like this, it should be fine to add a card to the pool of cards to be reformed. Taking this trial, by the way, was very greedy. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that, though. So I'm gonna take some damage here. Hoping to hit an armor card. Alas. You get 2 kills. Just keep playing her up here, I guess. The better part of this combat is when you have more time. Right, when we have more time because of playing on the bottom floor, you get a lot more time to just power out spikes. However, playing on the top floor here gets us an extra couple of harvests. So, is it worth it? Yeah, probably. 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's 2, 6, 12, 20. 2, 6, so she'll die here. I want to... If I double armor, what is it? It's 35, and you'll be minus 20. You'll be at 15 plus 11 is... God. 26. 2, 4, it's 20 between these, so she'll clear this floor if I play this as well. I believe, if I've done the numbers correctly, she'll clear both of these. And then she'll burn out, and then we just reform her. Let's see if I did that correctly. I believe it should be just enough. It is. Good. Oh yeah, this Wicked Blaze is held over now, I forgot. I should just keep playing it. What am I doing with you? Do I want to kill this Clip Defender? Yeah, I should. Or at least I should hit it for 44. If I don't, at least chunk it, because it doesn't get an attack. And Little Faye doesn't get to take a shot at it. It'll hit us for 8 if I am not cautious. Is the thing. Thankfully I was cautious. Thought about it. And we can sneak in a Queen's Inkling to finish him off. Look at that. Excellent. This is 20. If I play a Fortify, she'll live at 1, which is bad for us. Don't forget it's Stealth Boss, by the way. So let's start putting down things to delay Stealth Boss. Little has about 4 burnout. We're very well on the pace for killing everything, except for I'm a little concerned. Like, if I play this up here, I'm a little worried, basically, is all. Burnout 3, huh? If I play Fade up here, I think I might die, but I'll take... Because it's only 2 hits from the boss, and then she's dead. Likes 149, 2 hits is... Oh, that's kill. Wait, that's a kill, actually. Hold up. Bosses, we're going to take 15 each round, so it's 15, and then 15 is 30. If I put Little Fade up here, she's going to have -6, which is 15, but I'll be able to play armor on her. Yeah, okay, this is fine. Unfortunately, I am going to take some damage from the Clip Defender. However, it's okay. What is it? It's 3 times 6. Oh, 2 times 6, actually. That's right. So we can just work this boss down. The other thing to be concerned about was, of course, the burnout, but it's only... You only need 2 rounds, so... What is she at? She's at 3, so yeah, we have enough. Alright. And we got the explosives working away. This is a very high risk, just very high risk strategy, where if I'm wrong and Fade burns out, we lose the game. Right? Like, if I'm wrong there about how much health Fade has, or how much time I have, we just die instantly. So you gotta be careful, at least a little bit. Don't want any of these. Dazed is bad because we want the enemies to hit. I don't want to kill imps. You can see, I think that I've added nothing to this deck since the start. Have I added a single card to this? Alloy. I added the Alloy and the Shard Channeler. Okay. Oh yeah, and Steelworker. But in total, I've added 3 cards over the course of the whole run. I am gonna go left here, I believe. No, I'm gonna stick to removing, never mind. And we can upgrade Mr. Steelworker. Ah, don't remove Primitive Mold, what am I doing? Yeah, we're gonna kill Seraph by just elevatoring on each floor, right? That's gonna be the idea. Crapshoot, Pulley Claw, not today. We got 16 cards now. It's gonna be interesting because we're gonna finish Arcus and I'm gonna go, yeah, I don't need anything here. Like, we don't need space draw or energy, and then I'm probably just gonna pick draw anyway. Give Steelworker health. Fine. We've almost purged all the units. Give Shard Channeler a little attack, why not? Plus 25, sure, he's very tanky now. Seems fine. I feel a sneeze. Hang on. There was, in fact, a sneeze. This is the sweep combat of Arcus. Interesting. Very exciting. Can't wait to fight Sweep Arcus. I'm not really that worried about it though, as I'm sure you can imagine. Wait, okay. So we want to play this in a specific ordering here. Like this, she kills both of them right out the gate, which is a good start. Now, what is the other shard? Is it the Shattering? It is the Shattering, okay. Shattering means that we just want to be a little cognizant of where we're playing Fade, but like at the end of Arcus, we're going to be where we want to be at the end of floor 7 going into Seraph, right? I've had runs win where I was at 160 going into Seraph, so you know. I think we're on a pretty good pace here, to say the least. We can't miss Little Fade anymore also. I'll play her here. I could throw her an Alloy, but why? I'll just put the Shard Channeler up here, I guess, for when we move up here. Yeah. Seems fine. We want Little Fade dying as often as possible. And I don't want to play these molds here. Little Fade needs to die so she builds up enough burnout, right? I need to actually plan the burning out for elevatoring on the boss, basically, right now. And that's right, I should actually have Shard Channeler in the trenches with Fade, not up there chilling. Oh well. As you can see, one thing I've messed up here, and is something that maybe we need to consider down the line, is I don't want to be on this floor, right? I want to be on the bottom floor. But at this point I've locked myself into this floor, because the second I leave this floor, I take a bunch of damage from the enemies that just walk past us. Or so we throw you in armor. I wonder if I could maybe smooth this out with explosives? I probably could. I'm gonna try it, because I'm gonna try moving Fade back down to bottom floor here for the boss now. I think it's important to do. Oh, hey, never mind. I'm not going to be able to. Oh, wait, no, I can. She'll die on time. She'll burn out right on time, actually. So it worked out better than I could have even planned. Come to think of it here. Just put this in the pool. Oh, only 50 because that guy doesn't die, of course. Only one attack. Okay. Now I think we just play Fade on every floor as the boss walks up and we win the game. 580 from 2 hits. Yeah, we win this combat for sure. I don't think he even makes it to our top floor, right? The armor cards are pretty high value here for sure. Excellent. Okay. Good. I mean, it's a great sign. It's just a great sign where we're at right here. The attack that Fade gets from Consume Crown Resin Block is pretty sweet. Reinforce, I can take it, I suppose. It's like, fine. I don't think I need it is the problem, and because I'm going to have Fade burning out, her health doesn't matter that much, so I'm just going to skip it. Yeah. And then, hey, what did we say earlier? It doesn't really matter what we take here. Like, it's hard to... We only... The highest expense turn we could have is a turn where you need to play Steelworker, Shard Channeler, and like, what else? I guess Wicked Blaze to keep it on rotation. Missing an alloy doesn't matter. We just get it back and play it at a better timing anyway. And Steelworker always has to go down turn 1. I'm just gonna play draw. It does not matter. Little Icarus is pretty strong. I'm kind of surprised that Little Fade released like this, because I felt like she was way strong in the beta, and they didn't change her. I don't know, I guess... I can't even imagine why. Because they put Soulguard in the dirt, but they left Fade like this. Burn Explosive here. What's in the caverns? Ah, nothing is in the caverns. How interesting. Opened up the caverns and there was nothing inside. Not what you would expect to see, I gotta say. Upgrade Fade. We're already at 203, and at this point in the game, 160 is acceptable. At 160, you can scale into Seraph, okay? So this being at 200 here is pretty good. Fun fact about Pyre Wings, if they are killed when they are applying their Ember Drain from spikes, they will not actually apply the Ember Drain. They die before the attack triggers. Interesting thing to note. You'll see it here. I'm okay with taking spikes 5 here. Although, actually, I'll take a ton of damage from these Steel Wings. Unless I think I can have Fade kill them. It's going to be close, but I think we can have Fade kill them. Okay. You'll see it right here. We'll put down Little Fade. Put the Shard Channeler down as well, just to really prove it to you. The armor up here. No Ember Drain. A fun little fact for you. Drop Fade here. Give her a little armor. Floor kills itself. I guess I'm throwing Alloy up here, but why? Mostly just because I guess I just hold on to it actually, and then I use it in the final, like when the boss spawns. I use it on Fade. Is gonna be better. I think that's gonna be better. Now I'll take Ember. No, I won't take Ember Drain, right? Because he dies. Right. My own brain gets confused about it because I thought it was because Little Fade died, but no Ember Drain because they died of the spikes. A cool little thing to know. Doubling up on Fortify double stack will be a pretty solid choice. Even just the little bits of armor we're getting off of it is plenty powerful enough. Bring back Fade, bring back Mold. Just gonna let the Steelworker catch this Light Wings. That's fine. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to reform this guy a few times, of course. Oh, Fade's gonna have the boss spawn with only 1 burnout on her, isn't she? Because she doesn't die here. It's too bad. And this is gonna hurt. There's nothing I can do about it too, right? Other than kill off the boss. There's just nothing I can do about this, it feels like. Which is very unfortunate. It's the only thing that was worth being afraid of, was potentially just taking a big chunk to Steel Wings. Not even gonna be that bad. You just don't like to see it. I don't know what boss this is. am I taking? I'm taking... It looks like I'm taking 5. Trample boss. She burns out, so adding armor doesn't matter. 29? Why is he at 29? Oh, because of the large stone. And then the consumed crown, of course. Hold that card over. Yeah, okay, we take 5 for the trial. It's acceptable. I mean, it's better than acceptable, I would say. 400 gold for 5 damage is a good trade. Is another way to put it. Give you armor and moves win you. Second hit, I mean, it's 478 per attack. It's 478 per attack. So much damage. Oh my. I'm just gonna... Subsuming Blade there is a case for, because having a way to kill Fade off at awkward timings is good. It's a little late, but I'm recognizing now that it's pretty nice, and we can just use it on enemies or something. I don't know. And it's not like I don't have the room for it at this point, I guess is the other way to put it. I can pick it. There's no reason not to. We just go to the duplication here, whichever side it's on. Yeah, go duplication. Duplicate this card, because having reusable armor is better than the one-off, I think. Waxer Snuffer? I don't believe so. If there was no Votivary on this one, I don't think. Yeah, surprise. Nothing too interesting. Hammered chest plates might not be bad to give Little Fade that extra 3 health. Maybe that matters. I'll grab it, it's like fine. It's not crazy, but it's okay. And then I'll just roll this for 1 more cost down on Subsuming Blade, because I can. Yeah, I have exactly enough for a removal as well. Giving Subsuming Blade a +10 might have been good also. Get rid of this guy. Alright. Seraph the Chaste. Obviously, the Seraph to be concerned about. This is why we're here. I might have taken a different Fade if it wasn't Seraph the Chaste. But I want to see if you have... Because this is a really good Icarus run. This was a run that was extremely clean. Nothing to really say negatively about it. So I'm interested to see what happens with this one. What does that put you at? Oh, killing her didn't even make a difference that much. It's mostly for the burnout extension, I suppose. Yeah, there's not much else to say other than this is just an insanely powerful run. And so I'm interested to see how it pans out. 14. I want to... How do I want to do this right here? I think I want to ignore these two and just keep Fade on bottom 4 always. Is going to be the idea here. 4 and 15 is 19. I'll put you at exactly 19, alas. It's actually maybe good to have Shard Channeler start dying this early. Might be a good thing for him to start dying this early. Just so we can have his burnout the same as Fade's. I mean, Seraph can't reduce our spikes right now. And also, the spikes won't reduce permanently. Like, it'll just be a spikes reduction for... like, for that burnout set, right? Is the other thing about it. So, reforming her is going to bring back her spikes, I imagine, but also Seraph just can't hit her because she just dies every round anyway. So it doesn't even seem like it matters that much when you get right down to it here. I'm not sure it matters. This is the round where we'll take some damage to her spikes. At 14, I think it's right to just throw her the armor here. Throw her the armor because there's going to be another wave spawning and Seraph's probably going to put a 15-3 on us down there. So we may as well armor her up to try and get a lot out of this. Yeah, also the spikes being reduced doesn't matter because she just still kills them with the channeler. Yeah, okay. Cool. Hold this card over, I guess. Subsume Seraph. Subsume here, I guess, because that guy was dying to the Shard Channeler, I believe. Yeah, he was. Okay. May as well scale the blade. Puts 35 damage into Seraph. Now let's see if she lost her spikes permanently. She didn't. It's still 291. Not surprising, but it's still good to show. Fucking Steelworker's just out there. My man's just chilling. He's just having a good one up here. Yeah, Fade's at. She's just 452 naturally here. Crazy. Channeler dying would be preferable. I think I can kill him. I can kill him with Subsuming Blade next turn, yeah. Put this armor up here. Okay, I think that this is going to time out about how we would want it to here. With a Subsuming Blade here, we go Wicked Blaze on Little Fade. Put her down, we put down Primitive Mole onto our Shard Channeler. Armor up Fade a bunch. Yeah, that's, like, this is 3,183 damage, which is good, roughly. Turns out that having your unit at spikes 300 with a Shard Channeler behind her is good. Alright, so in conclusion, the answer to the question that I posed at the start of this run, and I'm really glad that we got to see this finally, because this is a combo that I was really interested to see how it would pan out. Icarus Fade into Chaste Seraph. The verdict is, it's good enough. Honestly, Chaste Seraph is really, like, the Seraph fight here is really good because we're able to have Fade die every round. She's at 7 burnout there. She was basically dying every single round and wiping entire floors. You can just spam reforms on her, and she has 7 burnout. That's 7 rounds. Not much lasts 7 rounds against Seraph anyway, unless you have a crazy combo. And basically, as expected, Chaste Seraph, I think, as I play this game more, I realize it's just something that you outthink yourself on. If you commit to a plan, you'll beat it. We just committed to the Spikes Fade plan, and even though it was, the whole plan was Spikes Little Fade, still good enough, as it turns out. Who would have thought that 319 spikes would have been good enough? The Shard Channeler did make a really big difference, though. I would probably play this run again and see how it goes without the Shard Channeler. The Shard Channeler made it so that when Fade did live around and then get her spikes halved, she still wiped the floor. However, if that wasn't the case, then we would just move Fade up to the middle floor or just take the damage, right? It would be like maybe 40 damage, which you can take. And that's only 1 round of damage lost. So yeah. I think that Spike's Little Fade is good. Always. I don't know if there's a situation where I found there's one situation where Little Icarus is bad, and it's taking a backline killing relic, like Backstrips or Rules of Containment. In that situation, you end up taking so many kills from Little Fade, she struggles to scale. However, outside of that, I think Little Fade is just a free win with spikes if you play around it like this. I don't know. I didn't have to change much about this run, right? The only thing that really happened that made it smoother was we started with a reform card, but you start with 5 random reforms. You just gotta play smart. Yeah. Good run. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.